In today's Parents in Action, we're getting you ready for Halloween. This is the time of year that's full of traditions like trick-or-treating and dressing up and pumpkin carving. And of course, once you've picked out the perfect pumpkin like Angela has here, it's time to carve it up. But safety is key. So Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some advice to help you keep it fun and safe. Always good to see you.
You too.
Okay, you got the pumpkin here. You say it's best to do it without a knife. Just have fun, knife-free.
Right. I mean, we think of the big old knives that we carve everything out of. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. And we know kids and knives don't necessarily match, don't go well together. So for little kids, the best thing is to paint the pumpkins.
Awesome
which
idea.
I think is amazing because there's so many different ideas. They can pick their favorite character, their favorite colors. You can give them each their own pumpkin. Some ideas are so awesome where they actually take 3 or 4 pumpkins to make it into a character. I saw a character from Frozen built out of pumpkins. So that's like a whole family, activity to do together. But what a fun way to get away from the knives and poking into the pumpkin, and they actually last longer. I don't know if you've ever carved a pumpkin, but in a couple days it starts growing hair.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? My kids and I always do the push pins, the faces that you can get and you just push them right in.
Love those. I love the push pins. Also, little kids can get a pumpkin carving kit, which has everything a kid needs, and it's not as dangerous or.
So that's for people who are traditionalists. They want to do the carve the pumpkin. So that's not the big tools where you could get hurt.
Exactly.
That's for little hands.
For little hands, and it won't hurt them. Other things that we forget about is that, putting a candle in them and those types of things. So some of my favorite things is to put glow sticks inside them, and glow sticks come in all kinds of colors, so you can put them in the pumpkins can be different colors, or the fake little candles that look like they're real candles, but they're not. The battery powered. That way you don't have to worry about anybody getting burnt or anything catching on fire. So you can still have all the fun and make it a great activity and make it safe at the same time.
I just read 17% of injuries on Halloween come from carving, maybe a hand or a finger getting hurt, and also from burns where you put the candle into the pumpkin and a sleeve catches on fire, or even the inside.
And when they're out trick-or-treating and people have all the candles and whatever, their costumes and things like that catch on fire when you go by. So it really is a safer thing to do.
So again, we want to keep it fun, but we want to keep it safe.
Exactly.
Great advice. And Angela is going to be back with us next week. We'll talk about some great fall events that are happening in November. If you missed any of her points and you want to share the information with another parent, just go to abcactionnews.com. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues at tampabayparenting.com. And while you're there, sign up for a subscription to Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine.